Hey guys, it's Theo and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the 10 best budget knives in CS2 for just under 200 USD. Now, this list is going from cheapest to most expensive, starting out at about 130 USD and then getting right to 200 USD. All prices are from buff 163, and you can get them a bit cheaper if you do buy orders and such, but I just took the listing prices. So let's get into this CS2 knife list. Starting off this list, we have the gut knife law in field tested. You can pick up this knife for just 137 USD. I think it is an amazing knife for the price, and just the pattern and texture on the blade looks amazing. I do think the handle is a bit shite, but nevertheless it is a great knife. Now we have the Shadow Daggers Tiger Tooth in factory new, coming in for 140 USD. I mean, just look at the shine on these knives, guys. It looks amazing in game for the price. So if you want to kind of be a little bit bold and you don't really care about the knife too much, but more about the texture, I would opt for the Shadow Daggers. Depending on who you talk to, they are fun to play around with in game. I think it's a really cool knife for 140 USD, and they've gotten a huge upgrade in CS2 with the texture. Originally the Tiger Tooth looked a lot less shiny, and now in CS2 you've got this really nice glow on them, and I think they look amazing in game. Now we have the Urs Knife Ultraviolet in field tested, coming in with a price of 163 USD. The Urs Knife is a really clean and nice looking knife. I think it looks quite minimalistic and different to the others. I really like the purple blade and the texture of it, and you can pair a lot of nice basic budget gloves with this knife. For instance, the Imperial blades are pretty cheap, and this is like one of the cleanest combos if you pair it with the Urs Knife. Or you could even go for some unhinged gloves and pair it with the black. So yeah, I think it's got a lot of opportunities that you could pair it with. It even works with my blue gloves in game right now, pretty much. So yeah, I think it's a really good knife at the price and a really cool one to play with. Now we have the Huntsman Knife Autotronic in Battle Scarred, coming in for a price of 167 USD. I really love the Autotronic finish because it just suits the budget category so well. We want our knives to stand out, but we don't want to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars. So the Autotronic kind of stands out quite well in CS2 now, and I think that the finish looks great on the Huntsman for the price. You can also pick up the Autotronic for the gut knife, but I think it looks better on the Huntsman in my opinion. I think it just looks a lot more crisp, and yeah, I really love the red vibrancy that the Autotronic has, as well as keeping kind of that vanilla steel finish in the background. So a really good knife if you were to choose this. Now we have the Paracord Knife Crimson Web in field tested, coming in for a price of 187 USD. I think it is a really nice knife. I think you could pretty much get a double web like this one, and I think that looks sick. There's a bunch of different patterns that you could go for. It's got a special animation, if I can get it. There it is. So as he was pulling it out, he switches from the left to the right hand, and there is the rare inspect as well. So I think that's really cool about the knife, how it has these rare animations and really fun to mess around with in game. And that's kind of what we want out of a knife. It's got this really nice red vibrancy and can be paired with a bunch of cool gloves. Now we have the Flip Knife Ultraviolet in field tested, coming in for a bit more at 189 USD. I think that this knife looks amazing in game, and I really love the handle of the Ultraviolet like I was saying, but it's just now the Flip Knife, which I think is really nice and cool. It doesn't have any rare inspects or anything, but is a really nice and satisfying knife to use. Also coming in for 189 USD, we have the Gut Knife Marble Fade in factory new. I mean, come on, you can't really go wrong with this knife. I think that the Marble Fade looks amazing, and there's a bunch of different patterns that you can choose from and really be unique on your combo. So if you wanted to get a more yellow blade, you could try and do that and pair it with yellow gloves, or try and get a more fire and ice pattern on it. And there's a bunch of different ways you could go about, and I think it's just amazing for the price. I think that the handle is quite basic though. That's where this knife lacks, but I think in general it's really good for the price, so it's definitely a top tier recommendation to pick up if you're on a budget. Now we have the Urs Knife Crimson Web in Battle Scarred. This comes in at 191 USD. What's good about the Ursus is it's got this rare animation, like you see, and I really love the Crimson Web finish, like I was saying, how you can be a little bit more unique with the web choice and such, and I think it's just overall a really clean knife for the price. You've got these cool inspect animations, you've got this amazing textured skin, and I think that the handle is actually quite decent. So yeah. Now we have the Stiletto Knife Night Stripe and field tested for 196 USD. I mean, the Stiletto, I really love the knife. This is the rare inspect, how he just throws it around. Really cool and fun to play with. There's a bunch of pros that love the Stiletto as well, and you know, why not? It's a really cool knife to play with. And the Night Stripe finish goes well with a bunch of cool navy and black gloves. So yeah, if you're going for a knife that you care more about the inspect animations and such, I would totally recommend the Stiletto knife, as it's just one of the most fun knives to play with in CS2. Now the last and final knife on this list is the Shadow Daggers Gamma Doppler in minimal wear. I think these look so sick for the price. The Gamma Doppler is one of my favorite finishes now in CS2. We've got new like diamond gem finishes and such, and they're just so much more evolving in CS2 now. I'm not sure if these changes on the Gamma Doppler will be reverted, but I do think while we have them now, they look amazing, and for just shy of 200 USD, you really can't go wrong with this pair of knives. Yeah, I just think it looks really sick. I hope you guys did enjoy this list and this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and join the Discord. See ya.